I'm sure you're all sick of hearing about the multiverse, but here's a concept for you about it. The universe, well, the universe is practically infinite in size, ever expanding, and yet there's supposed to be infinite variations of the universe itself. Does that mean that every universe has an alternate reality, an infinite amount of them? Then there's alternate dimensions, alternate realities. Every action has a consequence. Does that mean a universe has infinite versions of it? Each one pertaining to a small chance, a small choice of happening. It is quite literally infinite probabilities having their own universe, an infinite amount of worlds, an infinite amount of universes, an infinite amount of dimensions, and so on. This, listeners, is what I call the infinite infinity. Infinite realities, infinite universes, etc. This is the true pinnacle of the multiverse. But with all that, there's got to be a balance. What keeps them away? Consider every universe has a wall, an empty space that keeps it away from the others. This is known as the void of all worlds. And this is where I am. I am Ethan, a name most people wouldn't give a being like me, but it works. I am just mainly an observer. I gaze into the infinite infinity. My power derives from the void. The void's purpose is to erase many things, specifically the things that can upset the balance of a universe. If something's deemed too powerful, it goes to the void to be erased. However, sometimes I catalog these events. Unfortunately, from time to time, I too wish to join in the infinite infinity. I gaze into it, wanting to be a part of it. From time to time, early on, I thought that'd be fair. But in truth, I am like an invasive species. The void of all worlds power that I have. It's unfortunate. But if I use my power within the infinite infinity, the damage will be irreversible. In my folly, I've seen a universe actually destroyed because of my intervention. I had no choice but to erase that universe. As such, I hid myself away. But then the yearning to be a part of the infinite infinity came back. First time around, I was selfish, used my power for myself, did not obey the laws of those around me. So this time, I decided to use my powers for good and to help. Unfortunately, the conclusion wound up fairly similar. It eroded the world. It eroded its universe. It had to be erased. And unfortunately for me, I decided I would be in the universe and not interfere at all. The same fate happened. I am gone. And then I decided, for better or worse, immaturity to maturity, I would condemn myself to the void forevermore, to be brought to the brink of madness and isolation. Endless darkness, endless nothing. It drives me mad. I went insane. Then back to normal. Insanity to sanity. Everything is on a fine line. But then, the universe died out as well. Not by my intervention, but by something else. I lost purpose. Then I realized something. I realized I have the power to interfere with these events to a degree. I could chronicle the events of a universe. And if I find something wrong, I can create an equilibrium to stop it. And so, I found my purpose. I used the forbidden secrets taken by the void to create numerous contraptions, archive many events of the multiverse. And when a universe is on the brink of chaos, in one form or another, I will influence someone within that universe to be a hero or a villain. Balance over the universe. Many would say these the ravings of a mad villain who thinks they're doing the betterment of mankind. But if being a villain is what's needed to stop all this devastation, then I will be that villain. I've taken myself the moniker of Lord of Death, not for causing it, but because I understand the effects it has, more so than most people. But they don't need to know that. A villain is a villain in their eyes, no matter the intent. And if that's what it takes to keep balance, to make sure everything in life and death keeps going, then I will be the blight on the multiverse. blight of the infinite infinity. And I will be the scourge that drives people to do what is right. That is the mask of the villain I shall wear.